Good morning. In the previous lecture, we talked about, just 1 minute please. Good morning. In the previous lecture, we talked about termination of a photon program. The next article of this unit is style of program in Fortran. Style of Fortran program. I already told you something about the style of a Fortran program. In some previous lecture, I highlighted the idea of coding sheet. Coding sheet is a paper sheet which has 80 columns, number of lines. How to use these 80 columns in every line for writing the program. First column is generally used to put the letter C, representing that this line is a comment line. First 5 columns 1 to 5 are used for numbering of the Fortran statements. Of course, all statements are not numbered. The statements which are to be referred later in the program only given the statement numbers. The statement numbers at the most may be 5 digit long. Then column number 6 is only used for putting a letter, any character, which tells us continuation of previous line statement on the current line. Column number 7 to 72nd. Column number 7 to 72nd, that is 7 to 72. These columns on every line of the coding sheet are used for the statements of Fortran program. Column number 73rd to 80 are again used by the programmer for writing short comments about the statements. So, from every line of the coding sheet, we are allowed to use column number 7 to 72nd. In this part only, we are allowed to write the Fortran program. The first important thing about the style of writing a Fortran program or the style of a Fortran program is comment line. Comment line. Whenever you find a letter C at the first column, you have to assume that this is a comment line. The computer itself understands that it is a comment line. It is non-executable statement. It will not be read, it will not be executed by the computer. So, what is meaning of this comment line? Comment line serves the purpose of the program that you are going to write. I mean, the comment line tells us the purpose of the program are written after this comment line. In short, this line explains what is purpose of writing the Fortran program. That is the comment line. Whenever we find a letter C on the first column, whatever followed by it gives short idea about the purpose of writing the Fortran program. One thing. In many programs, you may find this C is written on the second line also. Now, what is purpose of this? If you find C in the first column of second line, the second line is used to inform about the author of the program. On the second line, name of the developer, name of the programmer is written by S. Amit. So, this program is developed by the author S. Amit. When? On 18th November 2020. Second line, having C in the first column, specifies the name of the developer, name of the programmer and the date on which the program is developed. Here, for simplicity, what I have taken by S. Amit. S. Amit is the developer or the programmer. Date 18th November 2020. This is about comment line. So, this is a comment line, this is also a comment line. First comment line explaining in short purpose of the program. Second comment line, it gives name of the program developer and the date on which the program is developed. So, when we talk about style of a Fortran program, we first supposed to know what is a comment line and what things are there in the comment line. First comment line explaining in short purpose of the Fortran program. Second comment line giving us name of the developer and the date on which the program is developed. So, this thing is to be remembered when we talk of style of Fortran program. After that, the second thing, the second thing that we must know in style of a Fortran program is naming a variable. You know rules of writing names for variables. First character of the variable name should be an English alphabet. Other characters may be English alphabets or numerals. Special symbol is not allowed in variable names, and maximum length of the variable name is at the most 6 characters long. We know these rules for writing names of variables, that is naming a variable. So, whenever we are naming variables in Fortran program, we must follow these rules. Length of the variable may be 1 to 6 characters long. It may be 1 character long, 2 character long, 3 characters long, 4 characters long, 5 characters long, 6 characters long. It will not be more than 6 characters long. One thing. Second thing, first character of the variable name should be an English alphabet. Remaining characters may be English alphabets or may be numerals. Next thing, special symbols and Fortran verbs, Fortran statements should not be used for naming the variables. These things must be remembered whenever the variables are to be named in a Fortran program. This is about the rules for naming variables in Fortran program. What other things we must consider while naming the variables? Name of the variable should be short, one thing. Second thing, the variable names should be meaningful. When you read name of the variable, you should have some idea about for what purpose this name is given. For example, if I write simply this way, name, I may not have any idea about the variable, but if I write the name of the variable as this one or this one or this one, These are the meaningful names. Add. It means that this variable must be for addition. Sum. It means that this variable must be for summation. Sub. If we are doing numerical arithmetic, it should be for subtraction. It should be for product. It should be for division. If you are writing the program for finding salary, SAL may be the salary, or you can just put BSAL, basic salary, TOTSAL, total salary, and so on. So, whenever you select the names for variables, the names should be short. Do not use the variable names which are not meaningful, which do not obey the rules for variables. Use those names which are meaningful, short, and obey all the rules for variable names in Fortran. So, while naming a variable, we must remember these things. All the rules for writing the variable names in a Fortran must be followed. First thing. Second thing, the variable name should be short. Third important thing, the variable name should be meaningful. Certain meaning should be automatically drawn by the reader whenever the reader reads such variable names. Okay. So, when we talk of style of a Fortran program, second thing that we must remember is naming a variable or naming variables, and what things we discussed should be remembered while naming variables in Fortran program. The next one is while talking about style of a Fortran program, other things that we must remember are input part or input section of the program, processing part or processing section of the program, output part or output section of the program. Now, what is this input part? Input part is that part of the program where input statements and input data are used. Input part or input section is that part of the program which uses input statements for inputting the data items to the program from any input device to the main memory of the computer. It is important. If there are no input statements, you are not inputting any data from any input device to the main memory of the computer, there won't be any processing, there won't be any evaluation of some task, some problem, and therefore input part or input section of the program is very important. It has the input statements which are used for supplying input data from any input device to the main memory of the computer. Of course, with the input statement you may have format statement. If the input is formatted, you may have unformatted input statement if the input is not formatted. Then processing part or processing section. Whatever input you are providing to the main memory of a computer from any input device, for execution of this program, there is certain portion of the program which is used for evaluation purpose, which is the processing part. Whatever task is to be performed, some process is always carried out to perform that task. That process is carried out in the processing part of the program and a result is generated. And therefore, processing part or processing section of the program is also very important. Finally, output part or output section. Whatever result is generated by the processing part or processing section, it is to be given to the output in some required or desired format, and this function will be performed by output statements along with the format statement that will comprise the output part or output section. This whole thing is about the style of a Fortran program. So, you must remember this style of a Fortran program. This structure of style of Fortran program is perfectly suited to simple programs. If you are writing very complicated programs using many subprograms, subroutines, etc., you may need to do some modification to this style of the Fortran program. After having known the style of Fortran program, let us try to write a small program, small and simple program. The simplest program is conversion of temperature from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. Last year in paper number 3rd in thermometry, you studied various types of thermometers and the scale used by the thermometer. Different thermometers use different scales. We may need to convert temperature read on one scale of a thermometer to other scale of some other thermometer. The popular scales you know about temperatures are centigrade, degree centigrade and degree Fahrenheit. Let us suppose that you are asked to write a program for conversion of a temperature given in degree centigrade to or degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. So, let us write a program for conversion of a temperature from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit and make this program interactive. Interactive, the person who does not know anything about the Fortran language, when reads the program, that person may come to have some idea about the program. If we write such a program, that program is known as interactive program. So, let me write here a simple program for conversion of a temperature from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. Comment: temperature conversion from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. Second comment, name of the author, name of the programmer, name of the developer, and the date on which the program is developed. Okay, then now what is the formula for conversion? Fahrenheit temperature is equal to C into 9 divided by 5 plus 32. This is general formula for conversion of temperature from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. Let us use this formula here. F is equal to C into, what is 9 by 5? 5 ones are 5, 4 left, decimal point taken, 40, 5 is 40, that is 1.8. Plus 32. This is a simplest program for conversion of temperature from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. First line, comment line, temperature conversion from degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. Second line, again comment line, giving information about the author and the date on which the program is developed. Read asterisk 10C. It is a read statement. C is a variable whose value is to be read, and what is the format for reading this C? Given by statement number 10, that is F10.2. So value of C provided should not be integer, it should be real constant. 10.2, maximum width may be 10, maximum total width may be 10, and maximum decimal width may be 2. A value smaller than this can be provided. This is the information is in quote, enter temperature in degrees Celsius. If we don't put this here, after C, when the program execution started, after execution of this statement, the cursor will be only blinking on the screen of monitor, the screen of video. But if we put this message will be displayed as it is, enter temperature in degrees Celsius, and after that the cursor will be blinking on the screen, and the user will come to know that yes, here I have to enter the temperature in degrees Celsius in real fractional form. After that, use the formula F is equal to C into 1.8 plus 32. This value of C is substituted here, calculation is done, and value is given to the variable F. Write asterisk 15 F. F is the variable to which this value is transferred. Write statement prints value of F in format 15. What is format 15? This one, format 1x. Temperature in degree Fahrenheit is equal to single quote completed, it will be printed as it is. First column will be skipped. F is printed in this format, F10.2. Stop, terminate the program, and tells the computer that this is the last statement of the program. Now you can provide any value for C. Let us suppose that the value you provided to C is 35.0 degree Celsius. F10.2, maximum width allowed 10. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. It is also allowed. Decimal part, maximum decimal part allowed 2 digit, 1 digit allowed. Okay. Put this value here. If you put this value here, what will be this? Into 9 divided by 5 plus 32, 5 ones are 5, 5 sevens are 35, 9 sevens are 63, plus 32, that will be 2 plus 3, 5, 6 plus 3, 9.0. So, value of F in degree Fahrenheit in this format will be 95.0 degree Fahrenheit. This is a simple program for conversion of a temperature in degrees Celsius to the temperature in degree Fahrenheit. After completion of this chapter, one more article is left from this chapter. It is about unformatted input and output statements. After completion of this chapter, you will be able to construct small and simple programs in Fortran. Hope you here got idea about this program, how I have written the program. I have explained each and every statement, for what purpose the statement is written, and these are to be written without violating the rules of writing these statements. Then the program execution will be correct, it will not be interrupted, and you will get result like this. It is not necessary to provide this value only, you can provide any value according to your wish. You will get corresponding value of temperature in degree Fahrenheit. Hope you understood this style of Fortran program and simple program. giving us more idea about the style of a Fortran program. Thank you.